Hello, hello, and welcome to Losers Become Winners for September 17th. The alphas fall down to 61% with CVS. There is CVS. Price is moving in the wrong direction. We have a put, and it's starting to go up. I anticipate that the exit is going to be somewhere in this region, and I'm looking to hit the target zone here. Why? Well, if I take my price line and I draw it here and follow the angle, and I take this angle here, the highs, and cross it here, we look to being out somewhere at that cross point. And that is what's also called forward projecting, but it's also in trading, back testing, it's forward testing. Back testing is good, it gets tedious and tiring. Forward testing is kind of exciting because you can draw up a list of stocks that you like and draw in your trend lines or price level line to what you think it's going to be. Keep the list, put it away, come back a week later, see how you did. And that helps you start developing your own trading plan. So it's a very interesting, it's a very good way of doing what's called forward testing. I have one instructor named Gabe, and Gabe would do exactly that. He will take 20 stocks he's interested. He comes to us, he looks at a pattern, he sees a recurring pattern. He takes 20 stocks, meets the pattern, draws in the thing, draws in on the chart, puts it away, comes back a week, 2 weeks later and see how he did, and then is able to develop a niche trading plan for himself. Okay, we have CVX here. And CVX has the same situation there. I anticipate that it's going to be here. I imaginary line going this way, coming down with the 30-day moving average, and the price action moving up that way, and it's going to cross somewhere in this area here. Okay, going on to KR. And KR. Now, KR is edging ever so close to the entry point. We do not have a circle established for them. It's kind of flatlining in here. You see that the highs did not break. That could be a minor, what they call minor resistance. If price can stay flat enough for the coming week, the 30-day moving average has an opportunity of creeping on down lower, and the price action then sweeping up, doing a cross point somewhere in here around the 25th of September for a possible exit. Okay, that takes us now to WBA. WBA is a disappointment because the fact is that we were really doing quite well until we hit this doji. And dojis are significant the pattern of the market being imbalanced. They don't know if they want to go over the bulls or the bears. They're battling out to come to a tie. And then now the bears lost, the bulls have now pushed ever so slightly up. And I'm anticipating with watching again, drawing the line out, coming down with this action coming down. We are below our entry point, so we have a possibility of getting out with a profit here. And remember, it has to be a net profit for the trading session. So the exit has to produce enough profit to also cover its commissions. And that said, that gives it now a winning point. So we'll see what happens for the alphas in that regard. Going to XLE. XLE is going to be an interesting discussion because of the reason is that we have a potential trade from the tiger side. But let's get the alpha side away first. So again, price is moving ever so much. There's our crossing line. Here's our angle of attack on the 30-day moving average. And again, we're anticipating some exit around here, around the Monday or Tuesday of next week. Now, the tigers. The tigers also met a condition on their green price channel and the black price channel. So they met the condition for a setup for a trade as a call. So this is going to be very interesting to see if we can get ourselves into a tug-of-war. And tug-of-wars are kind of cool because you're able to see two strategies battling out to see how who's going to win. Now, heads up, it's possible that both strategies will win in their own right. That said, if we get a exit below the entry point and it produces enough profit, leftover profit plus commissions, the alphas will earn their winning point. The tigers will continue moving forward and get up high enough that the lower price channel then moves up. Then it gets to stop out and get a point here in the profit zone. So it'll be interesting to see how that's going to come out in the next couple of weeks. All right, let's get over to the Tigers. And here at the Tigers, we have Duke is in the lead. And a little bit closer. So there's Duke. It's a rally and a base, and then moving up. This is this is normal look. Rise, flats out, rise, flat out, rise. So that becomes a typical what they call a profile or a characteristic of a trading. So now we have the green price channels down here, and it's waiting for it to move up to be able to see if we can get Duke into a profit exit. Going on now, we have Edison, and Edison is moving up nicely. The green price channel is still flatlining, and it's a call, so we'll be waiting for that. It's a 10:30 on the ode, so Edison has $90 to his favor. Remember, rocks become pebbles, pebbles become profit, profit does payback. Going on now to Pepsi. Now, Pepsi is an interesting point because Pepsi is a put, and nice put too. Now, we did have this gap and a doji. So again, it's an indecision of which way the market's going to break out with Pepsi. Our anticipation is that it continues moving on down. We are only at 12%. We still have a long way to go to our 100 ROI, or the upper price channel starts dropping down to eventually cross into below the entry price, and the result will be is that we end up with a profit exit for the puts on Pepsi. Going on to our last leader of the day, and that is UAA. Now, UAA is quite nice because of the simple fact that it was in the dumper last week. We're in about minus 30s down in here, and now it's moved up very nicely. The green price channel has still stuck there at the bottom, but eventually it will move up and start following this pattern and start shadowing this price action to eventually get a cross out up here somewhere and maybe turn around and give us a nice profit. That said, everyone else is still lagging behind, so that is today's conclusion of losers become winners, with Alpha CVS dropping to 61%. And with that, I thank you. Bye-bye.